Imagine you're eating fried chicken. Not chicken, a dinosaur. Not metaphorically, not distantly related, technically, if you go back far enough. A real, currently alive dinosaur, breaded and sitting on your plate. In 2007, scientists pulled protein out of a Tyrannosaurus rex bone, 68 million years old. They compared it to living animals, and the closest match wasn't a crocodile, wasn't a lizard. Close. It was sitting in your grocery store, in the meat aisle, under fluorescent lighting. Not because birds resemble dinosaurs, because birds are dinosaurs, which means the last dinosaur never actually died. Stay with that, because it gets stranger from here. In 2003, a paleontologist named Mary Schweitzer cut open a T-Rex femur pulled out of the ground in Montana. She was expecting rock. Fossils are supposed to be stone all the way through. Mineral replacing mineral, nothing organic left after 68 million years buried in dirt. What she found inside was soft. Blood vessels, flexible tissue, something that had no business surviving that long underground in a bone that was supposed to be nothing but rock by now. First question, how does that survive 68 million years? Second question, the one that actually mattered, was it contamination? Bacteria, modern residue, something that snuck into the sample after the fact and ruined the result before anyone even looked at it. Because if you can't rule that out, you don't have a discovery. You have a headline. It wasn't contamination. The tissue went through protein sequencing at Harvard, run against dozens of living species, humans, alligators, salmon, birds. The winner wasn't the alligator, the one everyone expected, closest scaly cousin to anything that looks prehistoric. The winner was a bird. It made the New York Times in 2008, a direct molecular match between a Tyrannosaurus and something you could buy at the grocery store down the street right now, tonight, on your way home. But here's the thing about one fossil. It's evidence. It's not proof. So, a few years later, a completely different study asked a completely different question. Not what did T-Rex look like? A stranger one. What color was it? For most of history, that question was unanswerable. Fossils are stone. Stone doesn't hold color. Every dinosaur illustration you've ever seen, every movie poster, every book cover, every mural in a museum lobby was a guess, an artist's opinion dressed up as fact. Then scientists pulled off something that should have been impossible. They figured out the actual color of a dinosaur. Not a guess, a small feathered dinosaur called Sinosauropteryx, and its tail came back ginger and white, banded in alternating rings from tip to base. Here's how. In 2010, a team led by Fuchen Zhang put the fossil under an electron microscope and found something that shouldn't have survived 130 million years. Melanosomes, the microscopic pigment packets that give hair and feathers their color right now in animals alive today. The same structures that make your hair black or blonde or ginger. They were still there, preserved, intact enough to read. And when the team matched their shape against the ones found in living birds, the color came back, using the exact same method ornithologists use on birds in a lab this week. Two completely different techniques, one dissolving fossil bone for protein, the other reading pigment structure under a microscope. Different labs, different years, different animals entirely. Same answer twice. Then, in 2015, a third kind of evidence showed up, and this one didn't need a fossil at all. A team at Yale switched off part of the genetic program that builds a chicken's beak. Just blocked it inside the egg before hatching. The embryo didn't stop growing. It grew a snout instead, a rounded Velociraptor-shaped snout, a structure that hasn't existed on this planet in tens of millions of years, and it was sitting dormant in the DNA of a chicken egg the entire time, waiting for someone to flip the switch back on. They never let it hatch. They didn't need to. The proof was already sitting under the microscope. Every living chicken is still carrying blueprints for an animal it's not supposed to remember being. Now stack what you actually have. A protein match, a color match, twice confirmed by the same method used on birds today. A genetic switch that reverts a beak into a dinosaur snout on command in real time in a lab. Hollow bones, the same design in a T-Rex skeleton and in the pigeon on your windowsill. Air sac breathing, first built by predatory dinosaurs, still running inside every bird alive today, every time it breathes. A wishbone, T-Rex had one, and so does the turkey on your table every November. Any one of those 4 discoveries could have been wrong. That's the part that should actually bother you. They didn't need each other to be right. Paleontology, genetics, molecular biology, developmental biology, 4 different branches of science, 4 different teams, none of them checking the other's work, and they all landed on the same answer anyway. And here's the part almost nobody actually got right. The chicken is T-Rex's closest living relative isn't the real discovery. The scientists in 2007 only had a limited set of species to compare against. Chicken happened to be the one they had on hand. It was never about the chicken specifically. The real finding is bigger than one bird. It's all of them. Every one of the roughly 11,000 bird species alive right now is classified as a living dinosaur. Not descended from, not related to, classified as. The pigeon outside your window? The seagull that just stole your fries off the table? The eagle on a flag you saluted without thinking twice? The nugget on a kid's plate at a birthday party happening somewhere right now while the adults talk about something else entirely 20 feet away. The asteroid didn't kill every dinosaur. It killed the ones too big to hide, too slow, too specialized, too dependent on a world that stopped existing in a single afternoon 66 million years ago. One branch made it through, got small, kept the feathers it already had, never stopped flying. It's been sitting on telephone wires and grocery store shelves ever since, close enough that you've probably walked past one today and never thought about it once. The next time you see a pigeon, you're not looking at a survivor of the dinosaur age. You're looking at the dinosaur age itself.